as this is occurring, the tailor head is being pushed more and more bluntly immediately. Yeah, so as the weight's come over, it's being pushed down that way, which means that it's going down on the navicular. Which in relative terms means the navicular is coming up on the tailors, which is how we name the peripheral joints on the distal bone. So basically, there goes the head there, and if we bring the head back up, that's what we've got. Basically, the navicular sitting up like so. So what we're going to do is drive it down. Obviously, if you think about it, if this is what's happened, then you're probably going to need to do something about keeping the tailor head up. And that doesn't necessarily mean putting a support, arm support. We'll worry about that later on. So, bend this knee up for me. And what I'm going to do to get the patient to help me with this one, come over towards me and sit up. So what I want you to do is just put your hands around the lower part of your leg down there. So she's going to lean back and that will give me some traction between the talus and the navicular. I'll grab below it on the metatarsal. And then my pisiform end, the hypothenar eminence, comes over the top of the navicular there. So she leans back, I apply counter traction, a bit more lean back, there. Put my weight down, and I'm going to find the plane of that subluxation. Now, on a normal one, you can't do this, obviously. But you're going to find where the end fill is the worst. Thrust down. So it's just a straight drop through your arm. It's exactly the same movement as you do for CPR. Right? It's exactly the same. Usually you don't need to stabilise the navicular. But if you do, take something like a crutch tip.
You mean the tails?
Tails or other things. Take a crutch tip, all right? You can put some tape around it if you want to, but just put that underneath, all right, just to hold that up. And then that's all it is there. We want to take the medial cuneiform down, because it's up, on the navicular. Just move the stabiliser underneath the navicular now, so it holds it up into inversion and dorsiflexion, and come down onto the cuneiform. If it's the base of the metatarsal, come down and do that.
It's basically the same etiology, like how
yeah, typically.
Driving down.
Yeah. That's probably the more common one. It can occur with inversion injury, so it just gets twisted out that way. Now what's interesting is this. If we have there's dorsiflexion of a big toe. Now, that's pretty limited, isn't it? Yeah. And now it's not. This joint is perfectly mobile, but anywhere along this line, if it's up, you lose dorsiflexion. Anywhere along it. So these dorsal subluxations, probably their main effect, adverse effect anyway, is on the extension of the hallux. Now if I can't extend the hallux, what happens is when I walk or run, when I walk or run, I have to twist on the foot, come there. So what happens is this gets pushed further and further over, so you end up with hallux valgus. Now once that's occurred, it's all a bit late. But you can actually, with these etiologies, you can stop that happening by making sure that this is mobile. Okay. So it's actually a quick test to see if that's there. Just take the big toe and see how much movement there is in there. It may be the big toe screwed up. Yeah? But more often than not, you can't get a dorsiflexion because you've got a dorsal subluxation. All right, so that's all it is. Patient tractions, you lean back, there's your counter traction, and then elbow straight and locked. Just drop straight through your arm lock. One off CPR. Okay? All right, do that.